everybody? This your boy, Light Skin Luke in the building. Oh my God, Sugar Ray Boxing Gym. You look right here to my left. We got my guy, Myke Fox. The professor is in the building. First of all, I want to say thanks, Myke, for taking the time to kick it with the Live Light Skin Luke show. We are right here at Mykal, No Limit Phillips, media and workout day. And I always run into Myke, because Myke always, that's one thing I can say about you, Myke, you always come and show support for the young up-and-coming talent.
Yeah.
Appreciate you for that. It's no secret. November 22nd.
Yes.
It's going down. You are the main event. Jetta Boxing Promotion, Merlin Casino. What should the people expect?
Man, just expect me to, hold it down for us. We got a guy named Mark Dawson coming down from Philadelphia. He's coming to, he coming to invade my home. Nah, it's not happening like that. If it's left up to me, he's going back home with an L. You can send all that nonsense back up north. Send it back up I-95, back to Philly. He's going with an L.
Yeah, I've been seeing the heat that's been building up on social media. Yeah. Now, I've been following you for a while. You're usually not the type of person that really come out and talk smack like that.
Yeah.
So when I saw that, I was like, this is really getting heated. What came behind that?
Well, at first, we were. He gave a pretty standard interview with DC Myke TV. Shout out to DC Myke. Gave a standard interview. I'm hungrier. I want and this. I'm better. I'm this. I'm that. I'm like, yeah, that's the usual jargon, right? And then I put in comments like nah, just being facetious, like nah, And then he puts like an eggplant emoji up under my post, like a reply. I'm like, okay, that's a little weird, but whatever. But then I actually look him up. You know what I mean? He got his record. I think it was 12-1-1. I'm like, he talking about I don't duck no work. Like, yo, with the record I saw, who would duck those guys? That's the question. That's the question I want to know. Who would duck those 4-9 guys you fought? That 7 and 10 guy, whatever the records were, lopsided records. Like, I'm supposed to be scared of that. I've been fighting winning records since I was 4-0. I was 4-0, fought a dude 3-1, 6-0, fought a dude 4-2, 7-0, fought a dude 18-6. Since then, I've fought guys like Boachuk. I fought Olympians. I fought everybody. So when you get to chirping, I mean, you can do that. That sells. Go get us some. Go bring them Bambas with you when they come down the road. But I know the level I'm at, and that's what you can expect to see November 22nd. You can expect to see the difference in level, the difference in experience, the difference in when you actually fight somebody with a pulse that actually comes to win, and then you walk out there victorious. That's what you can expect to see November 22nd. He's going to see the difference. He talk about he don't duck no work, but that's why even though you don't duck no work, you can't let people take advantage of you. Rodney Rice just brought you down here so he could collect some money. And he's going to collect his money, and you're going to collect the L.
Yeah, that's what I like to hear, man. Things have heated up. That kind of, when I saw it, I was like, damn, this thing getting heated. I like that. Actually, that's what it's about. As long as you keep it on the tables or in between the ring,
yeah.
You can't argue with that. Now, you're the main event. Myke, I don't know if you had a chance to look at the card. Pretty sure you have.
Yeah.
You tap into boxing. This card is loaded from top to bottom, and you are the main event. Any extra pressure?
No, not really. I'm excited. The only pressure is what I don't want to lose. I don't like to lose. I'm coming to win. I need to set myself up for a big 2026. That's the only pressure that's there. But I'm excited, to be fighting on a card. Was probably the best card of the year in the DMV. I'm excited to be on it. We got Mykal Phillips, his media day. Shout out to Mykal Phillips and his dad, man, showing all types of love. Mykal, I used to train a kid by the same name, coincidentally. I used to train a kid, Mykal, him and Mykal Phillips used to spar all the time. Some of the best work that I seen was between those two. It's like it was like the winner keeps their first name. No, but in reality, Mykal Phillips, Derek Scooter Davis, Najee Smith, Ezri Turner, my guy, Scrappy. We got
My guy from Baltimore.
Yeah, Brody Chambers. I ain't never seen Brody in a boring fight. He's fighting a rematch with Ronaldo Gaines. So I mean, the card is great. Mojo, can't forget about Mojo. That's my guy. I'm Ed Jones. Mojo, like this, like I said, stacked card. And get your tickets, man. Get y'all tickets because y'all got to be there. That's the only way to see it is to be there, November 22nd. Try to contact the fights. Look, try to contact any of the fighters first. If you can't, then go to Axis. But if you can get in touch with the fighters, get your tickets from them. You can avoid them online fees. So I mean, you know, we all need to save some money. This is a trying time, and it's a trying time right now. Shout out to all the government workers that's getting back to work. You know, man. Shout out to Kiki. She back to work. They need you. You know what I'm saying? They need you like Lou needs you behind the scenes. They need you in there. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Ramona Lyon. You know, she's good. She'll be back to work. Shout out to my mother. She'll be in. Hopefully she'll be in the building. You know, the shutdown kind of, you know, set up thing. You know, put everybody in a bit of a bind. But Ramona Lyon, Mom, I love you. I know you're there praying for me and everything. And shout out to my aunts, everybody that's in it, everybody that's working with the government, man. It's a trying time. Yeah, good to see everybody back, man. And it's going to be great to see everybody November 22nd at the fight, man. Y'all pull up.
That's right. Now, Myke, you know, riding over here, I was like, damn, you know, Myke Fox, the main event.
Yeah.
The main event for the last 3 fights.
No, I was co-main. This is yeah. I fought in the first card back in 2018, and then 2024 I started fighting it live again. Co-main, always been the co-main. You know, shout out to Emmanuel Alim and Damon Nicholson. They put on a great fight in the last time out. But those two are the reason I was never a main event on the card. But like I said, I love to be I'm glad that I'm headlining this card, and it's so stacked because coming up in the when I was coming up on the Rosecroft cards, the Keystone boxing cards, there was I was Mike Reed, Jared Hurd, my brother, Phil Jackson Benson, and you know all these type of guys. These are the guys I was fighting on. I was fighting on the same cards as those guys. I was fighting early on the card. Now it's come full circle. The next crop is setting up the night for me to deliver on the main event.
That's right. I stand corrected. Yes, you was co-main event.
Yeah.
Now, I remember a couple years ago, and every time I talk about this, it makes me mad because you were the winner that night.
Yeah.
You were fighting, you were champion that night, and you didn't get the victory.
Right.
You didn't get the decision, I should say.
Right.
Now, your career is really starting to move towards that again.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
I mean, I feel good, man. You know, I had to sit out shortly after that fight. I sat out for 2 years, and you know, people asked me when I'm fighting again. I wasn't away from I wasn't on no sabbatical, nothing show. I didn't choose to do that. So you know, it's good to be back, just to be back active. Got to give a big shout out to Jetta Promotions. They reached out to my dad at a time where nothing was moving. We're back in motion, and a lot of things are happening. You know, I'm at 154 now. That's been the most competitive division in boxing since at least 2017, maybe earlier. You know what I mean? And we in that car. We got welterweights moving up. I moved up. We got some guys that are already there. The goal is, you know, to defeat Mark Dawson on the 22nd and line myself up for a 2020 and line myself up for a big 2026. You know what I mean? Guys like Roman Villa, Giovanni Santillan, maybe Rashidi Ellis, and you know guys like that are at the weight class or moving into the weight class. We can make something happen. And then work towards getting rankings, and then eventually fighting for a world title, maybe in 2027.
Yeah, I like that. And we're on the same page. That would be my next question. I was going to ask you, who are some of the guys? Not looking ahead from this.
Yeah.
You still have an opponent in front of you.
Yeah.
Just wanted to pick your brain on who are some of the people and you just named them. You just
right.
answered my question. And I would like to see that for you, Myke, because you I feel like you got a raw deal a couple years ago. And sometimes it takes time to come back.
Absolutely.
To know part of your own.
Right.
And I would like to see that for you, man. That's why I'm glad that I was able to catch up with you, Myke. It's always a pleasure running into you, man, talking to you. And November 22nd is going down, man.
It's for sure going down.
If there's a fan out there right now to say, man, why don't you come see Myke Fox fight? You say what?
Man, I'll say this, man. If you want to see the sport, you want to see the sport at its best, and you want to see the best talent in the area right now, this is the fight you need to be at. And why should you come see me personally? If you are if you really love this game, if you're what's considered a purist, I'm the fighter you want to see. Even if you want to see an entertaining fight, I tell you this, it's gonna be as entertaining as Mark Dawson can make it, because Mark Dawson has to be able to contend with what I have. If he can't, he's going to be in for a long night until I decide it's over.
That's right, Mike. Man, thank you again, man. Always a pleasure.
Always.
To you.
My man.
Light Skin Lou right here. Myke Fox. Mike, any last words? And let people know where they can find you at.
Man, everybody, you can follow me. I'm getting a little bit active on TikTok. Follow me at Professor Myke on TikTok, on Instagram at Professor Myke, and Twitter at Professor Myke. And shout out to Light Skin Lou. Y'all always come through. Y'all been showing love since y'all got started. At every event, I see y'all now. Y'all branching out. I love to see it for y'all, man. I see y'all in Atlantic City. I see y'all traveling, man. So, I mean, we all can build together when we work together. We all can build together when we work together, man.
That's right. And you see that guy right there, Mike? Who's that guy right there, man?
That guy, that look like me with a beard. Nah, that's Light Skin Lou right there. And as always, the lovely Kiki. You know what I mean?
Always a lovely
Yeah.
Light Skin Lou right
Light Skin Lou, y'all. Live with Light Skin Lou. And nah, I can't.
there. I love it, man. Light Skin Lou, Mike the Professor.
My man.
And the lovely Kiki behind the lens. We out of here.